Hello and welcome to Mobile Gaming News Weekly. We are the gaming on phone team that specializes in bringing the mobile gaming news to your feet at the earliest availability. To start off this week, we have the news of this new trending game. Combat Master is a new multiplayer online FPS by Alpha Bravo Incorporation that features intense tactical gameplay along with great looking graphics. However, what separates it from the flood of other multiplayer first-person shooters is the strong resemblance to one of the biggest video game titles out there, 2019 Call of Duty Modern Warfare. The hype has driven a lot of players to try out the game, and it's achieved a lot more popularity within a couple of hours of release than any of Alpha Bravo's other games. Moving next, Pokemon Go maker Niantic released Pikmin Bloom, a free-to-play game that aims to spice up the daily walks. Developed by Niantic's Tokyo studio, Pikmin Bloom is the latest addition to the AR-based games list. Pikmins are plants that we cannot see with naked eyes. After these tiny plants bloom, they become visible and interactive with people. Players can have unlimited fun with these. Walking is the only way to grow Pikmin in Pikmin Bloom. Next up, Pokemon Cafe Mix, a popular free-to-play puzzle game developed by Genius Sonority and published by Nintendo and the Pokemon Company, has now been revamped as the new Pokemon Cafe Remix with a major 2.0 update. This new version of the game will have all new modes, challenging puzzles, and much more fun than the older version. This update is available both on Nintendo Switch and other mobile versions like iOS and Android. Long-awaited Diablo Immortal is now out of alpha and entered closed beta. The closed beta, like earlier Diablo Immortal public tests, will be available only on Android and in specific areas with a restricted amount of players eligible to participate. Servers will be opening in Canada, Korea, Japan, and China in the following weeks, with the game test build available in local languages. The official release timeline still remains in 2022. Next up, Final Fantasy VII The First Soldier finally opens its pre-registration process after the initial announcement in February this year. Developed by A-Team Entertainment and Square Enix, it is a free-to-play battle royale game with a mix of RPG elements. The game has different modes for the players like solo, 3-person team, or 75-player survival mode. The game allows the players to use magic spells, firearms, summons, weapons, etc., and will have maps featuring monsters. Final Fantasy VII The First Soldier is scheduled to release this November. After 26 years of the iconic movie's release, players can play the iconic board game of Jumani and interact with some of the famous characters from the movie. The game is developed by Marmalade Game Studio, which is known for bringing classic board games such as Monopoly to mobile devices. The main objective of the game is to reach the center of the board. Jumanji: The Curse Returns is now available for pre-registration on Android and iOS as a premium title and is expected to release on November 17th. Next, Warhammer Age of Sigmar Soul Arena, the upcoming strategy game developed by Trophy Games and set in the fantasy universe of Warhammer Age of Sigmar, is now available to download in its early access stage. Soul Arena is an auto-battler-based strategy game set in the fantasy Age of Sigmar universe. The game is said to be heavily inspired by Dota Auto Chess, a mod for the highly popular mobile title Dota 2 on PC. Gameloft's new 4X strategy title Heroes of the Dark is now globally available after the first reveal during Apple's keynote event in September. In Heroes of the Dark, vampires, werewolves, and humans will join forces to fight against the Twisted High Council, which is led by Albus, the Vampire Emperor. Players are to fight against Albus to free Tenebris once again. Project EOE, a new sandbox survival game developed by one of the world's leading game developing companies, NetEase, is now on early access in Canada. Set in a post-apocalyptic era, players have to fight against the dangerous creatures to survive and establish a new civilized society of mankind. They also need to explore the mysteries of destruction and evolution. Interested players can check out the game from the link given in the description. Next up, Figure Fantasy is a 3D idle figuring mobile game by Como Technology Limited, where the players will become the figurines master and get to experience a wonderful adventure in the miniature world. The RPG game Figure Fantasy was previously available in some selected regions in Southeast Asia such as China, Taiwan, Japan, etc., but is now getting a global release and is finally available for pre-registration for Android devices. Moving next, Avabel, an MMORPG created by Asobimo Incorporation, that has captivated more than 50 million people around the world is back again with the feeling of a brand new game since release. The original game had officially released on July 26, 2013 in Japan. After numerous requests from the fans, Asobimo has finally revamped the game and released as Avabel Classic globally with significant changes. Brink of Mayhem is an action-packed real-time multiplayer arena shooter with a unique control mechanic designed exclusively for mobile and has currently been released on early access. This game has been developed by Coffee Beat Games, which is a subsidiary of the popular game developing company Huge Games. This is an early access game that is released in the Philippines, includes Capture the Flag game mode in 2v2 5v5 team compositions, and one complex level named Citadel Sorrow. The game looks quite similar to Unreal Tournament. RuPaul's Drag Race is an American reality competition television series produced by World of Wonder for Logo TV, Wow Presence Plus, and beginning with the 9th season, VH1. The show documents RuPaul in the search for America's next drag superstar. RuPaul plays the role of host, mentor, and head judge for this series, as contestants are given different challenges each week. This season, the popularity of the show reached such a limit that it turned into a simulation mobile game named RuPaul's Drag Race Superstar, which is now available on mobile devices. Next, Proxima Beta Private Limited, a division of Tencent Games known for the famous battle royale game PUBG, has launched its latest strategy title, Nations of Shadow, now available on early access in Canada, Australia, and the Philippines at the moment. It is a 4X strategy game with a contemporary setting featuring supernatural entities like mages, vampires, and werewolves. Last but not the least, Activision Blizzard announced that it has acquired mobile game studio Digital Legends for an undisclosed sum. Digital Legends have previously developed and created cartoon-style shooter The Respawnables and a more realistic shooter named Afterpulse. As a part of Activision, the studio will focus on an unannounced new mobile title within the Call of Duty universe. Digital Legends has already started working closely within Activision's mobile development organization. The unannounced game is currently in development under Activision's newly established internal studio, Solid State, along with Beenox and Activision Shanghai. What are your thoughts about this new COD mobile title? Do let us know in the comments below. That wraps it up for this weekly update. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any future news and updates.